Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. This is a message that can change your life forever. You've heard people talk about success, haven't you? Well, let me tell you, success is not just about money. It's not just about power. It's about aligning your goals with something greater than yourself. And when you do that, you become unstoppable. You see, success isn't just built on the material. It's built on the foundation of something that transcends everything, the power of faith. You might be wondering, how do I know this? How can I tell you that success isn't just about money? Let me give you a story. Back in the 1970s, I was just a young guy, full of ambition, full of drive, thinking about real estate, thinking about big deals. But I was hungry for something more, something deeper. And that's when I realized that my success couldn't just be about what I could do on my own. It had to be about something bigger. It had to be about faith. Now, I've had the privilege of knowing many incredible people throughout my life. People like Ivanka, who has always believed in what we could achieve together. She's not just smart, she's driven, and she's always had that belief that there's a greater plan. People like my son Eric, who embodies that spirit of hard work, but also understands that there's a force beyond what we can see that guides us. You see, faith, belief in something higher, is not just a nice idea, it's the core of your success. Look at the greatest successes in history. Let me take you back to one of my early real estate deals in the 1980s. People were skeptical. They said, "Donald, you can't do this, it's impossible." But I knew something they didn't know. I knew that God had a plan for me, and if I trusted that plan, success would follow. I wasn't just building skyscrapers. I was building a legacy. Every brick, every decision, every step was guided by faith. And you, my friends, can do the same. I've made a lot of money, sure, but more importantly, I've made decisions that changed the course of my life and the lives of many others because I was open to the power of faith. I'm talking about those moments when you feel a presence guiding you, urging you to keep going even when the odds seem impossible. Those are the moments that define real success. Let me ask you this. What do you really want? What's driving you? Is it money, fame, or is it something deeper? If you haven't already, you need to start thinking about aligning your goals with a higher purpose. I've met some of the most successful people in the world, people like Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, and others. And let me tell you, the ones who really made it big, who changed the world, had something more. They had vision, they had purpose, and they had faith. And you know what? That's what made all the difference. You might be thinking, well, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if I'm ready to believe in something bigger than myself. But let me tell you, if you want to succeed, if you want to win at the highest level, you need to start believing in the divine plan. You need to trust that there's a force out there guiding you, helping you make the right decisions, pushing you to be the best version of yourself. In the world of business, I've learned one key lesson. Trust your instincts. But here's the thing. Your instincts are sharpened when you open yourself to the power of faith. When I was working on the Trump Tower project in the 1980s, there were countless obstacles. People told me it couldn't be done, but I knew that I had a higher purpose. And so, I kept going. Faith was my fuel. And look at what happened. Trump Tower became a symbol of success. And it's not just about buildings and skyscrapers. It's about building your life. You're building your own Trump Tower right now. Brick by brick, decision by decision. Every time you align your goals with that higher purpose, you're adding another floor to your success. You see, you have the power to shape your destiny, but you need faith to guide you, to show you the way when things seem tough. Here's something I learned early on from my father, Fred Trump, a man who built his own empire. He taught me that success isn't just about making money. It's about having the courage to take risks, to follow through, and to trust that you're on the right path. My father always said, don't wait for the world to come to you. Go out there and make it happen. That's what faith gives you. The courage to go after what you want, even when the world tells you it's impossible. And that's exactly what I did. I didn't sit back and wait for success to knock on my door. I went out there, and I made it happen. But you know what? The real secret isn't just about hustle and drive. It's about listening to that still, small voice inside you. the voice of faith that tells you to keep going, even when things get tough. You've seen me on TV. You've seen me running for president. You've seen me succeed and fail. But one thing you'll never hear me say is that I did it alone. I had the guidance of faith. I had a purpose. And I had a belief that I was destined for greatness. You can do the same. All you need is to believe that God has a plan for you. And when you align your goals with that plan, you'll see results like never before. Faith is what kept me going when things were tough. It's what kept me pushing forward even when I lost. Look at my presidential campaign. People told me I couldn't do it. They said I wasn't the right candidate. But I knew I had a higher calling. I knew that with faith, determination, and a clear vision, I could win. And we did. We achieved something incredible. Let's talk about failure. Many people are afraid of failure. But I'm here to tell you, failure is just part of the process. Every successful person has failed at something. But what sets them apart is how they respond. When I lost a few deals, I didn't give up. I didn't quit. I trusted that it was part of God's plan. And I came back stronger. You can't be afraid to fail. You can't be afraid to take risks. That's how you grow. That's how you build the kind of success that lasts. But remember, you don't do it alone. You do it with faith. You do it with the knowledge that there's a higher power guiding your steps. I want you to think about something right now. What's your big goal? What do you want to achieve in the next year, 5 years, 10 years? Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to pray on it. I want you to trust that God has a bigger plan for you, and then go out there and make it happen. When you align your goals with your faith, there's nothing that can stop you. I've been blessed in many ways, but I've also faced challenges. And every time I faced a challenge, I turned to my faith. I turned to the belief that no matter what, I would come out on top. And you can do the same. You can have all the money in the world, all the power, but without faith, it's empty. Real success comes when you're aligned with a higher power. It comes when you trust in that divine blueprint and follow it with everything you've got. So, I challenge you today. Align your goals with a higher power. Trust in God's plan. And then go out there and take the world by storm. Because when you do, success will follow. And it will be more than you ever imagined. Donald J. Trump.